morning students. Today we are going to talk about some more examples of general entries. Kindly open your books and registers and note down the examples as covered in this video. Open the book on page number 182. Children, question mentioned over here is past general entries in the books of Ram in respect of the following transactions. We are going to cover this question today in this video. Now children, the first entry over here mentioned is Ram commenced business with cash 50,000 on January 1, 2014. Now children, in the last video also we had talked about the commencement of business carries what kind of general entries. So let us talk about it again. Children, when a businessman starts off a business, he or she requires capital. This capital comes from the place that is Ram's own account. So over here also children, let us see, when a businessman commences business, what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business, children. So over here also we have cash account. So what is cash account? When we talk about cash account, children, it is a tangible account as we had talked earlier also. Now the rule of the tangible account, it goes into the rule of real accounts. So the rule says that debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business because the businessman, that is Ram, is bringing cash to commence the business, to start off the business. So cash is coming into the business, and cash being part of the real account, according to the rule, we debit cash because cash is coming into the business. So cash account debited with rupees 50,000. And children, now what would be the other account involved in this entry? When we talk of the other account, children, as talked earlier also, the other account involved would be capital, because this capital has to be given back to Ram because he is bringing in this cash into the business. So as we know, when we talked about the personal accounts, capital account is part of the personal account, and the rule for personal account says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. So over here, who is the giver over here is Ram, and capital account, children, in this case would be credited. Always remember, capital account is part of the personal accounts. So children, this is transaction number 1. Now when we talk of transaction number 2, as mentioned in the books on page number 182, kindly look into the book. It says that deposited in bank rupees 25,000. So children, what two accounts are involved in this transaction? When we talk of this transaction, children, the two accounts involved are something is going into the bank. What is going into the bank? Cash. But obvious, because of the fact we are saying deposited in bank. What is being deposited in bank? We deposit cash, and I told you in terms of commerce, we always mention money as cash. Okay, so bank is another asset which is being generated over here. So bank account will be debited. Why it will be debited? Because of the fact it says that the assets rule, that is the real accounts rule, says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So children, over here when we say deposited in bank, the two accounts involved are bank and cash. Why these two accounts? Because cash is being deposited into the bank. So over here children, cash is also an asset, bank is also an asset. When something is going out of cash, so that makes it that cash is getting decreased. It is also an asset, but it is now getting into the bank. So in this case children, in this transaction, it reduces the cash and creates another asset, that is the bank account. Bank account is another asset which is being created out of the cash which we had. The business had earlier, if you see in this transaction, we had 50,000. Ram, when he started off the business, he had 50,000. Out of this 50,000, he is depositing 25,000 into the bank. So over here, the bank account is getting increased. This asset is increasing, whereas cash as an asset, it is decreasing. So what are we going to do? We are going to debit the bank account. Bank account debit to cash account. The rule also says for the real accounts, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So what is going out of the business? Cash is going out of the business. And debit what comes in, bank account is another account which is getting debited because it is receiving the cash. Now the cash is moving from here to the bank. Okay, both of them, they are part of the real accounts. Now moving on to transaction number 3. Children, purchased goods for cash. So when we are purchasing anything for cash, purchases account, children, is an expense, because when we purchase anything, we are doing an expense. Expense in terms of cash. We are spending cash. The businessman is spending cash. This purchases, children, always remember when we say purchased goods, this entry is different from when we say purchased any kind of asset. We would be covering it in the examples today itself. So over here, children, in this entry, the two accounts involved is, one is purchases because something has been purchased and something has been purchased for cash. So purchased goods for cash. See, both the things you can find out from the transaction only. Purchases account will be debited because it is part of the nominal account, because it is an expense. Whereas when we talk of the cash account is part of the real accounts. It is a tangible asset. So now look at the rules for the nominal account. The nominal account rule says that debit all the expenses. So purchases is an expense. So that is why we are debiting the purchases. Whereas the rule for the cash account, whereas when we talk about the cash account, children, it is part of the real account. And the rule for the real account says that debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So when we are purchasing anything, purchasing the goods, we are spending the cash. So cash is going out of the business. So that is why it is being credited with the same amount, that is 10,000 rupees. So children, till now I have covered three transactions. So the next entry, children, is purchased goods as credit from Shyam. So over here, children, how this entry is different from purchased goods for cash. So children, when we are purchasing, in both the cases, we are purchasing something. So purchases account is for surely an expense in both the cases. But when we are making purchases for cash, we are paying for those purchases in terms of cash. But in certain cases, you go to a shop, you purchase something and you tell the shopkeeper, okay, I am buying this and in near future I will be paying you. Okay, so over here also Ram is purchasing something from Shyam and he is telling him that in near future I will pay you. So it is a credit purchases. So in this case also, children, purchases account being an expense and it being a part of the nominal account, purchases account is debited for rupees 20,000. And the other account which is involved is Shyam. Why Shyam? Because Shyam is going to receive this 20,000 for the purchases he has, for the things which he has given to Ram, and Ram has purchased this, that is Shyam, he is to receive this amount 20,000 in near future. So the rule for the personal account says that Shyam is a part of personal account. If you remember, we had talked it in the personal accounts that personal accounts includes all the accounts of natural human beings. That is you, me, Ram, Shyam, all of us are natural human beings. So Sham is also a natural human being. It is part of the personal account, and the rule for personal account says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. Over here, Sham, if you remember, we just now talked that Sham is giving something to Ram, and Ram is receiving it in terms of purchases. So Sham is over here the giver. So the rule for the personal account will apply for Sham, that is Sham is the giver. So to Sham account 20,000. I repeat once again, purchases account is part of the nominal account. It is an expense. So we are going to debit it, because the rule for the nominal account says that debit all the expenses. Purchases over here is an expense. So we debit it with rupees 20,000. Whereas Sham, it is part of the personal account, and the rule for the personal account says that debit the receiver and credit the giver. Over here, Sham is the giver. He is giving something to Ram on credit. So Sham will in near future receive this amount, that is 20,000. Moving on to the next transaction, children, sold goods for cash. We are selling as Ram, supposingly you are Ram, you are selling some goods for cash. So what is being involved over here in this transaction? What two accounts are involved? Look from here only. Sold, that means sales, something is being sold, that is sale is being generated first. Second is cash is being involved. Sold goods for, it is mentioned over here, cash. So the two involved accounts are cash account and sales account. Now let us talk about this. When we talk of the cash account, children, we have been repeating it time and again that cash account is part of the tangible assets. It is part of the real accounts. So we say that for the rule for real account says that debit what comes in. So when we are selling something, supposingly you as a businessman, you are selling something in the market, that simply means that cash is coming to you. Say if you have 5 toffees, you sell them in the market, some customer buys them and gives you cash, so you are receiving cash. So cash is coming into the business. So the rule for the real account says that cash account debit. Why? Because debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business. And why sales account is being credited? Because we are making a sale. So over here, children, in this case we had some stock. Say I just gave you an example, you had 5 toffees, you sold them, okay, to a customer. So the stock of toffees is being reduced. Same is the case over here also. There were some goods with Ram which he has sold for cash. So cash he is getting into the business. Cash is an income which is coming to him. Okay, over here cash is part of the real accounts. It is an asset. So it says that cash is coming into the business, cash account debited. But sales, to sales, why? Because the stock of the goods is getting decreased. It is getting decreased, so it says that to sales account, because stock is going out of the business. Okay, sales is going out of the business. In this case, if you remember, children, purchases, we are purchasing, so it was an expense for us. Okay, now moving on to transaction number 6, says that sold goods on credit to Kishan for rupees 10,000. Sold goods on credit to Kishan for rupees 10,000. So over here, children, we are selling something on credit basis to Kishan. That is, Kishan says that okay, I want to buy something, but I will be able to make a payment in near future. So over here, Kishan and sales, they are the two accounts which are involved in this transaction. Why, children? Because Kishan is receiving the goods, though he is not making the payments right now, but he will be having the possession of the goods. So Kishan being getting the goods, Kishan is a part of the personal account, and the rule for the personal account says that debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Kishan is receiving something, so Kishan account will be debited. That is, I hope, very much clear to you. Kishan is getting something over here. So Kishan account will be debited. For rupees 10,000, Kishan is part of the personal account under the category of natural human beings. Now moving on to the next account which is involved in this transaction is sales. Children, we discussed in this example also, when we are selling something, goods are going out of the business. So that means the stock of goods is getting reduced. So over here also the stock of goods is getting reduced because now Kishan is buying these goods from us, but though he is buying it on credit basis, so Kishan is getting the goods, that is Kishan account will be debited because he is the receiver, and to sales account because the goods are getting decreased with rupees 10,000. When something is sold, always remember children, we mentioned whenever it is mentioned in the entry in the transaction sold goods, we always mention sales, and when it is said that purchased goods, we always make it as purchases in terms of accountancy. Now moving on to the last example for today from page number 182, received cash from Kishan, rupees 10,000. If you remember, in this transaction, Kishan has taken something from us. We sold some goods to Kishan for rupees 10,000. Now Kishan has got some money. He is ready to pay us rupees 10,000. So we are receiving cash from Kishan. So over here, what is coming into the business and what two accounts are involved? Let's see. The two accounts involved is, one is cash because we are receiving cash. Straight away from the transaction we have got to know we are receiving certain amount of cash and we are receiving from Kishan. That is also mentioned in the transaction, received cash from Kishan. Okay, so cash account is part of the real accounts. It is a tangible asset. So the real account rule says that debit what comes in. So cash is coming into the business because we are receiving cash. So cash account will be debited with rupees 10,000. And who is paying this cash? Kishan is paying this cash. So Kishan is part of the personal account because he is a natural human being. So the rule for the personal account will apply on Kishan. So the rule says that for the personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Over here, Kishan is now the giver. He is giving us the cash. He is giving the cash for the things which we had sold to him in the past. So Kishan account will be credited because he is the giver. So the entry would be cash account debited with rupees 10,000 to Kishan account with rupees 10,000. So children, today we had talked about one of the questions on page number 182 from your book. Kindly attempt this question in your registers and get back to me with your doubts on the Microsoft Teams. Thank you. Have a good day.